Peggy 16.
Okay, I'm just gonna sit here, aim right down my sights, say, no, we better not move. Oh yeah, just a little, damn it, he sees me, I'm just gonna go home now.
Well, that's okay then, I guess I'll see you tomorrow, buddy.
I hope he's still at this base by tomorrow. Yes, God, I kinda wish we did play as a Canadian in this.
That'd be fun as shit.
That would be fucking awesome. Who are you? I'm a Canadian sniper, really don't do much. I just kinda aim my gun at him and go, yeah, he deserves it. Yes. We're talking about Sniper Elite 3. I think, Scotty deals with this Taco Bell.
It's not Taco Bell today.
Oh, what is it?
It's Wendy's.
Wendy's. Oh, delicious the pretzel burger?
No, the Asiago Ranch, whatever, chicken club thingy.
I don't know. I don't really get chicken sandwiches at any burger place. I don't care if they're even good. I just tend not to get them. I need to have the taste of dead cow. Anyways, speaking of dead things, Sniper Elite 3, one of the titles that I keep getting confused with because the previous game was called V2, and I keep wanting to call this V3, and it's starting to piss me off a little bit. I'm like, no, you guys kind of just missed out on 2 because telephones. Oh, yes. But otherwise, I am Brandon, that is Scott, and god damn, it's been a while since we've done this. I kind of forgot how to do it. Yes. So anyways, you are Sniper Man. Don't know his name. Scott, do you know his name?
Sorry, trying to, I do not know his name. He is generic World War II soldier guy number 5.
He is like generic white man number 375, cause this dude, holy crap, I have a shaven head, a very nice kept, scruffy beard. And
he's like saltine cracker and sea salt white.
Oh yes, and he talks with a gravelly voice. And everything he says is worthless because I have to, Scott, I don't know about you, I couldn't care 2 shits about the story.
Yeah, he's Marcus Phoenix, but uninteresting.
Even less so than Marcus Phoenix, because Marcus Phoenix is not very interesting. But
True.
This guy is just like, I'm on missions, I have to do this. I'm just like, but do we have like a bigger mission than just shoot guys in face? Which honestly could just been, if he just was like a crazy dude, I would have preferred that. If he was just some crazy dude in World War II, just like sniping Nazis, or maybe even, hey, Scott, I just created a new game here. What if he was a Jewish guy in Nazi Germany just killing Nazis?
That actually, I don't know if that's even been made yet.
That would be a kick-ass game. You're just like, oh yeah, you killed my family, but I will eliminate every last one of you. Stealth be damned, I will murder all of you. And that's kind of how I played this game, Scott. I don't know about you. Were you stealthy? Because I was kind of more or less like, I'll try, but if I kind of want to murder everybody.
Sorry, I'm still back on the murderous Jew train. I'm thinking of names now.
I'm trying to think of a Jewish name.
The murderous tendencies of Anne Frank.
Oh, yes. And journal. The last page of her journal was when she went on a murderous rampage.
Stabbing the Fuhrer.
Yeah, I know. Oh, yes. For the life of me, I couldn't. It's always funny when I try to think of a name. I can't think of any names. I couldn't think of a Jewish name. I couldn't be it's bugging me now. I don't know.
Mort?
Yeah, Mort. Mort Goldberg. There we go.
Mordecus Rising.
Yeah, Mordecus Rising. Schindler. Schindler's pissed.
There you go. I remember that one.
Yes, but this game takes place in Africa, where I noticed in the game, Scotty, where not a single black person exists in all of Africa.
I don't think I actually looked for that.
I did. I just noticed it because I was like, okay, we're going through burnt out villages and shit. But wouldn't it have been awesome to go through a village that was under attack by the Nazis? Because I can't imagine they would just be like, "Village of black people, may you please leave so that way we can take it over for a base?"
No, they would have been like, "Oh, you're inferior to us. We're going to take your base because you're black and we are white. You can hide in the shadows, but we can hide everywhere else."
That is fucking good. That is really good, Scott. That was really fucking good. Damn it, I wish you were there just to do all the voice work for this game. Just like, "Oh no, Gregory, he's been shot! Where's the shooters?"
Oh, I see you have a wound. That sucks. I should put you out of your misery because we don't believe in healing our wounded.
I know. I guess you have to go to one of our fun camps because you're inferior now. Yes. I have to say though, this year has a lot of fucking World War II games. This is weird.
It's because we had a falling out a couple of years ago after World at War.
Yeah, honestly. World at War was our last one and they're like, fuck World War II games. This year alone, we've had 3 within the last 3 months. It's like every month we have to have a World War II game. Because we had Wolfenstein, which, barely counts, but, as a World War II element, you're still fighting Nazis.
No.
Enemy Front, which was just shit on a stick, which you should pat me on the back next time you see me for saying no one should jump on this grenade but me. And then this game, which is just beautiful. Because I have to say, Scott, when my second bullet to come out of my gun is a testicle shot, because maybe we should actually describe what the hell you do in this game.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Yeah, we're about 6 minutes in. We're yet to describe, what's the game like? You are a sniper, Genericus the Third, and your whole goal is just to kill Nazis in Germany. Or not Germany, in Africa. And if you have played any of the previous sniper games, they have the most wonderful element of slow-mo meets, Gears of War, essentially.
And Mortal Kombat.
Oh, yes. Okay, say you have a guy in your sights, and it only does it with critical shots, so if you shoot him in the knees, and it's not going to kill him, then it's just going to alert him. And this part kind of pissed me off, Scott. Before I tell the people what it was, if you shoot someone in the shoulder, but it wouldn't have killed them, they're fine. They're just kind of, oh! Hey, he's over there! And then they start shooting at me, cause I shot the one American dude, apparently, cause I can't do accents like you as well.
Oh, what was that? Oh, I think that a fucking bee just went straight through my shoulder. What the fuck was that? Hold on, let me look.
Ow, Hans! Did you feel that? That really hurt, and then they...
What is it, mein Papa?
I know. I was with Gretel last night, and let me just say, she had a lot of love balloons. I got it. Yes.
We're getting so racist in this.
Racist against I'm German, so it counts. It's
okay.
I have German blood in me.
And I'm Irish, so
yeah. So it's fine. When we get to the Irish game, then we can have fun with that.
Oh God, I want there to be Irish Rambo. That'd be fucking awesome.
Joy. Oh, you think you're a badass now, eh? Anyways. Anyways, it goes into the slow-mo thing where they have the entire human body, for the most part, mapped out. The innards, let me put it this way. So if you shoot a guy in the testicles, you will see in slow-mo the bullets go right into his nuts. Either one, both, it doesn't matter. And I just, as I said in my written piece, I was just like, and you just killed off I don't even like to think that it kills the dude. I just like to think that we made him a eunuch. And he's just sitting there just like, Franz the Third is no longer gonna be, I just killed off that's the best way of dealing with the Nazis. Don't just kill them, just eliminate so they cannot breed.
It would be awesome if he had some sort of Arnold Schwarzenegger-esque line, "Your bloodline stops here."
You know what? If I was playing Arnold the Sniper where he just shot off one-liners, that is this kind of game. This is what that game should have been, was instead of Serious number 35, I really didn't like our main character at all, as you can't tell. Being that I never even knew his goddamn name the entire
That's
game.
because he's so fucking generic, though.
He's so generic and so serious about everything. It's not like he's cracking jokes the whole time oh, that guy's head popped like a watermelon. No. He doesn't say anything. Actually, half the time I just play with music or something playing because fuck if I care what was happening.
Yeah.
They tried it, I'll admit, over Sniper Elite V2, they tried to have more of a story where they actually had cutscenes, but the cutscenes just don't matter. They have a guy you meet who gets killed and they try to have this serious moment and I'm like, I don't care. He had like 6 lines in the whole game. What the fuck do I care he died? He was pretty fucking useless. Yeah, and what my biggest problem with this game, besides the lack of story, Scott, was the missions kind of started being very similar.
That's because it's all sniper missions.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't mind that. Like, if, like I said, they could have changed it up a bit. Like, oh, the Nazis are destroying this inhabited African town. I should probably kill them. Instead, it's just like, oh, there's a Nazi base here. You probably should kill this dude, collect his papers. Yeah, and then, oh, wait, now you have to destroy this tank that just happened to show up. Okay, that's the end of mission. And
with your awesome World War II armor-piercing rounds somehow.
Oh, yes. I honestly have to say, though, the tanks and shit, they made them a bigger pain in the ass in this game than they were in this previous one that came out in 2011. Because in 2011, Scott, you just had to shoot the gas cap. Like, it was just like that old, like, 80s movie action style. You just shoot the gas line and everything just explodes on it. And
it was like in San Andreas where you do that and then just everything blows up?
It kind of, yeah. You just shoot the back part of the tank and it blows up, and it makes tanks super easy. This game, they're like, no, you have to shoot this part twice, or if you're actually stealthy, like I wasn't, you sneak up behind it, plant some dynamite beneath it, shoot the dynamite, and then it goes kablooey all at once.
I wasn't very stealthy myself.
Okay, so you were like me, where I tried to be stealthy. I'd use my Welrod pistol, and I would try to time my shots with the damn sound, but always with timing the shots, I would always get that one dude to either see the body, or he'd take the bullet like a fucking champ, like I have to, he'd just like eat it, just shoot it out, I'm like, is that all you got? And then I'd have to shoot him again, but of course, I'm frantically shooting by that time, so I'm like, shit, he's not dead! I shoot again, but of course the sound just stopped making the noise, so then they all hear this, my gun.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, well, now all of you guys have to die. So at the end of each mission, they tell you how many people you killed. I had at least, on average, 74 guys dead per mission. And I'm just like,
good God.
Yeah. And I'm just like, you know how in those movies they always had the sniper who scratched out these kills on his gun?
And he had like 7.
Yeah, I would have to be head to toe on my rifle, both sides. I'm like, hey, can I use your gun, Johnny? I'm running out of room. I've killed too many. I just clear out each base, which is nice because the game doesn't just send wave after wave of enemies at you. They have a finite amount of men. And
yeah, like if they set it for like 30 people in the base, you kill 30 people. Hey, look, it's all playtime now.
It's all clear. So I had a few missions where I just killed everybody, and when I had to get to my objective, it was just empty. I was just able to walk. Like, yeah, look at all the dead corpses. I wish there was a little bit more destructiveness to it. And
like a Battlefield kind of thing?
Yeah, where, if a tank was shooting at me, I couldn't just hide behind a building the whole time until he's lost interest.
Yeah.
He would actually be able to destroy the building. Just add something to it. I do have to say, I did play this game like a pussy. I put it on easy because I knew I suck at stealth. And this game has this wonderful thing for, if you're like us and you just want to have carnage, put it on easy. It's beautiful. It's a fun game. It gives you enough challenge where you don't just stand there going, ah! At the top of a bell tower. But, it's not overly, you don't have to account for wind or distance or any of that shit. I think if you put it on normally, you have to account for distance, but not like wind or anything. And then if you put on hard, you have to account for like everything, and the enemies are super aware. Because I had moments where I would be able to shoot a guy like, there are 2 guys standing away from each other. I was able to shoot one and go behind the other guy and stab him with a knife. They were pretty stupid. But I figure on the harder difficulties, you just like, you step on a twig, they're like, he's there! And the whole base is aware, and they're taking off like just quarts of your health.
Well, like, I did normal, but, I really was not stealthy. I would, there's gonna be these little factions of people, like, up on top of the hill in their little bunker thingy. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't try to snipe them through the windows or over the wood or whatever the fuck they were hiding behind. Uh-huh. I would go up behind them and I would, shoot them all with the Welrod. And then I would run out of ammo with my Welrod and I'd be in the middle of everybody and nobody knew I was there and I'd be like, fuck! Alright. This sucks.
Okay, and before we, people are like, oh shit, sniping game, you have a dick ton of bullets. Yes, that's a word. A dick ton of bullets for your sniper rifle. That's it.
It's less than a fuck ton, but more than a shitload.
Yes. Because they give you at least like damn near 100 bullets for your sniper, 12 bullets for your well rod, and like 2 clips for your Thompson. So basically, if someone gets up on you, you know, don't let them get up on you, because that's just the moral of that story. I did have a couple times where the Nazis were smart enough to come up into close quarters with the sniper, and I would be frantically trying to use the D-pad going like, come on, just switch your machine gun, just switch! And they'd take off a little bit of my health before I got my machine gun out to finish them. I do have to say though, I usually died in the dumbest fucking ways. If I did die in this game, it was either something stupid where like, let's say, the tank shot me, which wasn't a stupid way to die, but that was one of them. But there was one time where I forget what happened, but I ended up just like not lobbing a grenade far enough or something, and it ended up like landing like 10 feet away from me, but there was a freaking red barrel near me, so it ended up blowing up that, killing me. It was just stupid ways I die in this game. And I also have to say the difference, which since we're still talking about health, no regenerating health for the most part. I mean, it regenerates the little bar because it has many bars.
Yeah,
but,
it's just like very slow though.
Yeah, unlike the previous game where, you know, you just had regenerating health, so you're just like, I'm getting fucked up. I'm all better. This one's like, I'm getting fucked up. Well, I have, you know, 4 bandages and 2 med kits and
7 broken toes, the usual.
You know, and, you know, military status game where you just be like, I need to bandage myself. I'm all better. I know a tank just hit me, but I'm okay. Yeah. And, you know, for the most part, the game is fun. Honestly, this is going to be a weird thing for me to ever say. It was a little long for what it was.
I didn't get to finish it yet.
Oh, you haven't finished? I got to the very last mission. I didn't complete it just because I was just tired of playing. That was the problem. Is, as much as I love the slow-mo sniping a dude in his face and watching like his entire side of his face be destroyed by a bullet, even if I walk up to his dead body later and not have that entire half of his face just missing, but whatever. That just kind of wore off on me after a while. It wasn't one of those things where, the luster, once you play it for about 8 hours, you're just kind of done. I mean, this is not something to play in, I'm just gonna power through this game. No, this is something you play a few missions here, and if you're still digging it, you play a few more, but once you start getting that, like, this is kind of getting a little stale, put it down. You put it down, you let it sit, then pick it up again later. No harm in that. I don't know, Scott, did you ever get kind of tired of it?
Yeah, but that's mainly because I wasn't playing on like an Xbox or a PlayStation. I was playing on my wimpy little computer. So.
Yes. Wimpio. Yes, made by Microsoft.
Which will be fixed this week, hopefully.
How
because
was
the
it?
the case is supposed to come in today.
Did you use a controller, or did you use, what'd you use when you played it?
Mouse and keyboard.
Mouse and keyboard. Was that a pain in the ass? Because to my knowledge, you're not a PC gamer, so that should have been some experience for you.
It was a pain in the ass, and I am looking into getting a adapter so that I can just use an Xbox controller.
Yeah, because I was like, that's the big thing, just using a wired Xbox controller, because most games can use that.
No, it's not even that. Like, I can just use the ones that I have right now. I don't have to go buy another controller.
Oh.
Because apparently the guys at GameStop are so undertrained that they don't know you can get like a little wireless thing to plug into your USB port and use any Xbox controller, because I asked them about it. I'm like, do you guys have this? And they're just like, I don't think that exists. I'm like, I'm looking at it on Amazon.
I don't think that's a thing.
Just kind of wanted to get it today, that's all.
The GameStop guys, they're not really the greatest with, talking about other stuff that they don't sell at GameStop. You try to, you're having a conversation with them, they're like, oh yes, you come in and trade. I'm like, yeah, I really kind of buy most of my games off the internet because it's cheaper and better quality for the most part. And they're, I don't know, you don't get the same deal. I was like, actually, I get better deals. I mean, usually if I buy like a $2 game off the internet, it's not, riddled with scratches and cracks in it.
Yeah. Or you don't sell it back for $6 and see it on the shelf for $30.
Oh god. Yeah. We all have our problems with GameStop. Good thing I have $90 in their credit right now.
Want to buy me stuff?
Oh, do I?
Want to be my sugar daddy?
Now, what you want, sweetheart? But anyways, Wow, we're getting a little off point here.
That's what he said.
Anyways, I didn't play. Did you end up playing the multiplayer or the co-op at all?
No.
Me neither. I was planning on playing the co-op to see how that worked. I figured it'd be like one person's the spotter, the other person's the sniper, so you'd probably want me to be the spotter because I'm going to get our asses seen all the time. And then the multiplayer sounds like hell to me just right off the bat. Just like, yeah, bunch of people with sniper rifles. I'm not even going to dip my toe in that because instant frustration. All I'd have to do is just like, it's you. Oh shit, they heard me. Wham! Because everyone knows all their little hidey holes. You get the one dude that's like halfway between a wall somehow. You know, it's just, that just sounds like hell. Personally, Scott, is one thing I wanted to buy with this, but I didn't own the game, I only rented it, was the Killing Hitler DLC. Because who doesn't want to kill some Hitler? I would even settle for killing like Adolf Jr.
Adolf Jr.
If they just had like some little kid just walking around with a big old lolly.
Well, Hitler, what a scam!
Exactly. I wouldn't mind just taking off little Adolf. And then also, if it has what the previous game had, the Nazi zombie DLC, which, you know, I don't know if like Treyarch ever called them and said, hey, Rebellion, I don't know if we told you that's kind of our idea.
Yeah, that's our thing, buddy.
Yeah, but, you know, I would still like to play that too. So the DLC almost seems better than the actual game. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the last mission is to kill the Rudolph, or whatever the hell his name is. The one famous German Nazi dude that was in Africa. I forget his name because history. I'm American. I don't even know history. Yeah. So overall, I don't know. Anything else you want to add to the game? Closing thoughts, statements?
It's a good game. I wouldn't recommend buying it right away. Just because it's still going to be really expensive, so it's going to be one of those things where you wait a few months and get it for like $20.
Ooh, that's a good price point for this. Because, $20 is perfect.
I got really excited when I bought it for the Steam sale because it was only like 40, so I saved $20.
Mm-hmm.
But, I really do wish that I would have waited till it was like on sale because it does not have a lot of replay value. You're not going to be sitting there for days on end playing it like you would for like, say, the Call of Duties and Halos of the world, stuff like that, where people just get instantly hooked. It's not going to be something that you play a lot.
I agree. I have to say, if you're one of those people who love to snipe in those Call of Duty and stuff, and you think you're like this hardened badass, but
play on the expert difficulty. I fucking dare you.
Yeah, go play on the expert difficulty, and when you cut your wrist from I can't do it, then you can.
I suck.
Yeah, then you're maybe not as good. Granted, there is some hardened badass out there that can beat this game on the expert difficulty and be like, wasn't that hard? But besides that asshole, you know, if you're looking for a fun game, this game, if you're into violence and stuff, this will get your jollies off quite well. It gets your murder boner fully erect. But just like watching hours of porn, it's going to go soft after a while. So what you do is you don't just, don't try to power through this game. I'm going to repeat myself. Do not try to do it. That was my problem. I tried to play this game a lot, and it got stale with me pretty quick. So all I say is play until you get tired of it, put it down. Then when you're like, hey, I haven't picked up Sniper Elite in a while, it'll just get you fully erect once more. Yes, I am sticking on that boner metaphor. So let's just get in the final ratings. What would you give it, Scotty?
I'd say probably 8-ish, 7.
We only do out of 5. But
oh well, fuck, dude.
That's a 4.
I wasn't prepared for this. 3 or 4.
3 or 4. I'm gonna go with the higher one just because, why not?
Okay.
We're gonna go 4 out of 5. I'm gonna go with my 3.5 out of 5 because what kind of an asshole would I be if I changed the rating that I gave in my written review to my audio one?
Right.
It's just like, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 5 now, cause it's fucking, yeah, that's what I need to start doing if I ever do both of these again, just like, oh, my written one's like all real, like, critique about it and all that shit, and then my audio shit's just, oh, this game's so awesome, it's 100%, God, it's like,
it's 100% more badass because you can hear my voice talking about it.
Yes, it's like fucking a cantaloupe with lube in it, like, type of thing.
Ew.
Yeah, it does sound disgusting. Anyways, that is it, everybody. If you like what you heard, let us know. If you liked dogs, let us know.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I don't know why, but like every time I'm at my mom's house and I'm recording this shit, he will just bark. He's not even at the back door. He's just in the fucking kitchen barking.
He's just looking at you like, hey!
Right? Like, you're not paying attention to me. Fuck you.
Just tell your friends, tell your family about us. We do a lot more written stuff as today, as in we, I mean, mostly me and Scotty. We're basically just doing reviews and the podcast if we ever get our crew together. Anyways, that is it. Just, have fun, everybody. And also, you want to end with your German voice?
What is the difference between jam and jelly?
I don't know.
I can't jelly my dick in your mouth.